You guys, I'm super excited to make this video. This is going to be Ulta and drugstore haul. I went a little crazy. Most of the products that I got were on sale, and so Ulta was running their 21-day sale. Just prepare for this video to be extra long because I have a lot of items to show you. And I'm also going to discuss some of the ones that I'm already putting to the test, and some of them I am wearing right now. And mostly it's going to be Essence and Catrice because those two brands are pretty new to me, and I just wanted to try them out and see how I like them. Alright, let me just go ahead and get started before this video gets any longer than it already is going to be. So let me start with Ulta. I bought some blushes, and some of them I've been really wanting to try out. First of all, we got this Physicians Formula over here. And this is Butter Blush. I have their Butter Bronzer, which is amazing. So I figured, the blush should be just as good, if not better. And this is in Natural Glow. I have this Milani blush, and it's in Tea Rose. And again, a lot of YouTubers love these blushes. And I can see why, because I used it on my cheeks today. And it's just gorgeous, gorgeous color. Then we have Romantic Rose by Milani again. I also wanted to try out this powder. It's by Essence, Brighten Up Banana Powder. And I use it to lighten up my under eye area. That's what Tati recommended to use it as. And I'm pretty sure that I'm super light for this. I'm a little too light because it didn't brighten up my under eye area. But it did mattify the heck out of the area. So if you have oily skin, this would be great for you because it's truly mattifying. But if you have dry skin like me, you might not like it as much unless you use a really, really decent moisturizer or oil to just get your under eye area or wherever you're applying this powder nice and moisturized. Alright, so speaking of Essence, we have this Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow, and I picked up the shade 30 Fresh Honey. I haven't heard too many people talk about this, so I decided to try this out. It is definitely not a dewy, glowy foundation. It is pretty matte, so that's the only thing. I'm like, oh, healthy glow, let me try it out. And my skin just ended up being super, super matte. I am wearing it right now. I used this Milani Make It Dewy setting spray on top of it because I was just too flat, you know what I mean, way too matte for my liking. And this spray definitely did make my skin look a little more dewy. So I know a lot of people were talking about their other setting spray. Not a lot of people talk about this one. And I believe because a lot of the beauty gurus have more of the oily or normal to oily skin, so they use products for that type of skin. This will work very well for people with dry skin. So I highly recommend trying this out if you want that glowy, radiant type of look. This would be the nice spray for you. I wanted to try out their mascaras, and so I got two of them here. This one is Get Big Lashes Volume Boost, and then I have Get Big Lashes 3 Triple Black. This one I haven't tried yet. I tried their other one, which I really, really like. It's the very popular one that a lot of YouTubers talk about. This one I have on my lashes right now, and I'm not liking it too much because it really didn't give me volume or length. So I know it doesn't claim to give you length, but it didn't give me volume at all. So I'm definitely going to be reaching for this mascara. There are definitely a lot more effective products out there for a similar price. And I know Essence is a very affordable brand, but it's kind of hit and miss with them. I also wanted to try out their highlighter, and this is Be My Highlight Shade 10. This is not a highlight at all. This would be a nice finishing powder, as an all-over powder type of thing. If you like your again, glowy, dewy type of look. It is not a highlight. I don't know. It just really doesn't do much, as a highlight. But it's a beautiful finishing powder. I also wanted to try some of their eyeliners and lip liners. So we have this lip liner, Soft Contouring it's called, and it's in shade 6, Under My Skin. And it's a beautiful, beautiful shade actually. Sorry, I'm holding a whole bunch of things here. Still trying to play around with my setup and how I like it. So I have like a lot of products spreading all over, like to my right, to my left. That's why I look a little flustered and like I'm looking different places because I'm trying to plan in advance which product I'm going to talk about next, and I have a whole bunch of them in my lap right now. I'm hoping I'm not going to drop any of them. And this is a beautiful color. I have this on my lips right now. It is not super long lasting, I believe, but it goes on very nice and soft. It is truly this soft contouring. That's what I like. I still have to test it out some more to see how it lasts throughout the day, but so far I really like the way it applied on me. Another shade that I tried is Big Proposal, and they're very similar if you look at the two of them side by side. But this one is just a little more brownish, and that one has a little more like pinkish reddish undertones. So I really like those colors for my lips. This right here is their Extreme Lash. Promises up to 16 hours of wear time. It's in Silky Nude. I like to use this type of color to put it in my like waterline, because white will be a little bit too kind of like in your face. This is a lot less noticeable, but yet it still gives you that nice brightening effect. Oh, I only bought one Catrice product apparently. Didn't realize that. I thought I had more. I got the lightest shade. It's a porcelain. It says it's waterproof. This means that it'll be very long lasting. When you apply it, it dries up pretty quickly, so you have to work with it super fast. But it is very nice. It has very nice coverage actually. I was super impressed with this because it's not an expensive product, but it works like an expensive product. So I'll have to try it out some more. I do have it under my eyes today, and this makeup has been sitting here for a few hours now. I want to say 5 to 6. And this is pretty late at night. That's why I'm just kind of speaking a little bit quietly. So everybody's asleep right now. But anyways, this makeup has been on for a few hours, so it does start to break up, and I see that it settles into my creases and fine lines, which honestly, all the concealers do that to me, unfortunately. Even Tarte Shape Tape and all the MAC ones. I mean, I haven't found a perfect concealer. Tarte Shape Tape came pretty close to it, but it's still like by the end of the day, it really does start to break up. I really wanted to try this Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. Again, it's very popular mascara on YouTube. And I haven't tried this yet. I don't know why I wanted to try the Essence one first. I should have tried this one because this one has a lot of good reviews. But that's going to be my next one to try. I have this Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner. It is very creamy and smooth also. Very pigmented. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like a dupe for the Essence one. They're like very similar colors. As you guys can see, I like these types of colors on my lips. So I wanted to try this Vivid Matte Liquid by Maybelline. It's their like matte lipstick. I have it on my lips right now, but I did put a L'Oreal lip gloss on top of it. So that's why it looks a little bit shimmery. When I applied it by itself and I didn't like use anything else, it looked kind of matte, but it wasn't dry at all, which I liked. Alright, this right here is Wet n Wild Long Lasting Eyeshadow Primer. Now, if you like Urban Decay Primer Potion, I think it's called, you are most likely going to like this because it is a very similar consistency. It is pretty dry though, so for people with dry skin, you're not going to like this. If you have oily skin, on the other hand, you might actually enjoy this product. It really does last a long time, and my eyeshadows went on pretty smoothly. They blended pretty well, but unfortunately, like, it just looks a little patchy on my eyes, and I really don't like that look, so it could be due to my really dry skin. And I also want to try this concealer by Wet n Wild. It's in Light Ivory. I mean, it doesn't have good reviews at all. I don't know why. I wanted to risk and try it out. But again, it was like on sale. It is very affordable concealer. I believe it's like $3.99, and plus I had 40% off. So I got it for very cheap, and you know, why not give it a try? And this way I'll be able to like create this whole video about concealers and foundations and see, you know, tell you guys which ones are the best, which ones are the worst. I just have a few more products left here from ULTA. Oh, there we go. Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Instant Line Smoother. So I did buy something else from Catrice. And apparently it's like under eye primer, which I've been looking for those for a while because my concealers tend to crease like heck. And if I apply like heavy cream to moisturize it, it's going to make my concealer crease even more. If I don't apply it, it's going to look patchy and really, really dry. I'm curious to try this out and see if it does make my concealer last longer, and hopefully it will do what it promises to do, like to fill in the lines and smooth everything out. I'm really, really actually excited to try this out. I also have Makeup Revolution concealer. I mean, this was super hyped up on YouTube. You guys probably heard of it so many times. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are calling it a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. It's my all-time favorite concealer, and I've tried a lot of concealers, like a lot of high-end, a lot of drugstore. Nothing works as well as Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't tried this one yet, but I'm really curious to see how it covers my dark under eye circles. And hopefully it doesn't accentuate my bags either. ULTA near me was kind of out of stock on this item, so the lightest shade they had was C5. It doesn't look too dark for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I know it's back in stock online, so I might have to order some lighter shades if this one doesn't fit me. One last product that I have here from ULTA, it's Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So this is another product that is like very hyped up on YouTube. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are using it in their videos. I know Tati definitely talks about it, and I really wanted to give it a try. My shade is medium brown. I really do like this shade actually, and I think that's why a lot of people like it. It also comes like double-sided. One side is the pencil and the other side is this little spoolie, so it's super convenient to use. You don't have to look for other extra products. This was 50% off. That's why I'm like, okay, let me give it a try and see how I like it. I don't like the super full brows. I like when they look a little natural. I'm very impressed with that product so far. Bart's Bees blush. Kathleen Lights loves this blush, and I'm like, oh, I find that we have very similar tastes. Usually products that she likes, I end up liking also, and it was the case with this one as well. The only shade they had left was Shy Pink. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink color. It looks wonderful on your cheeks, and honestly, I agree with her. I would definitely recommend this. Another blush that I picked up was by Wet n Wild, and this shade is Mellow Wine. Again, this is a pretty talked about product on YouTube, and I wanted to give it a try because I cannot believe that I've never tried Wet n Wild blushes before. So, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to like that. Oh, I bought a lot of foundation, so do not judge me guys, but I am planning on testing all of them out and doing like this whole detailed video about my top 5 foundations. And first of all, we have this CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Ageless 3-in-1 liquid foundation, and I got a shade Classic Ivory. It should be pretty light. Hopefully it is light enough for my skin right now. It should be very moisturizing too, which I like. Basically, if you have oily skin, I think you're not gonna like this too much, but if you have dry skin, then this could be the product for you. Then I'm trying out L'Oreal Visible Lift Serum Absolute. Again, anything that has the word serum or cream, I'm buying because this means hopefully that it's going to be moisturizing. We're gonna see how that goes. Next, I have Revlon Color Stay Foundation. It claims to be 24-hour wear. I can't believe I haven't tried this yet. My shade is Buff, or not my shade, I haven't tried this yet. So I kind of tried to match myself. I picked up this color Buff. That was like the closest one that they had to my like skin tone. So curious to see how that works. I decided to grab 2 Wet n Wild foundations. This is the Photo Focus foundations, and one is in shade Ivory, the other one is in, or Soft Ivory, the other one is in shade Porcelain. So very light shades. I think they're the lightest ones. It's just a tiny bit of difference between their like undertones. One has more pinky undertone and the other one has a yellowish undertone. So we're gonna see which one works for me. Generally, my body, I believe, has more yellow undertones, but the face, for some reason, always has like pinkish undertones. But I always try to match my foundation to my neck. And of course, Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Oh, very, very nice foundation. I owned it before. This is dewy and smooth. I used this in my last tutorial. I enjoy this foundation. It is not like full coverage at all. I'm pretty sure you can build it up, but I'm usually not going for that like full coverage look. Now Essence foundation on the other hand is pretty full coverage. So if you like that, you might want to try that Essence foundation. But this is like a nice natural looking product, which I do like. You guys, I have a lot more. I should have just done foundations haul. I went a little crazy with this whole thing. But at least I'll have a lot of products to review for you guys, right? So, there's my justification. I don't know if it's going to work well, but what I know though is that I'm not going to be buying foundations anytime soon. Maybe not even this year, because that's a lot of products here. So this is Superstay Full Coverage up to 24 Hours Foundation by Maybelline. It is not as popular, I believe, as the Fit Me foundation, but a lot of people are talking about this still.